Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a powerful and practical topic, 10 phrases you can and should use at work every single day. Why? Because sounding professional isn't about using big, fancy words. It's about clear communication, politeness, confidence, and knowing how to respond in everyday workplace situations. These 10 phrases are used by native speakers around the world, and learning them will help you blend into meetings, emails, presentations, and casual office chats with ease. For each phrase, I'll explain the meaning in detail, show you common and smart ways to use it, and even point out how people sometimes misuse or misunderstand it. Let's begin. 1. Let's touch base. This phrase means to connect briefly, usually to update each other on progress or check in about something. You'll often hear it in meetings or work emails. For example, you might say, "Let's touch base tomorrow to finalize the report," or "I'll touch base with the design team and get back to you." It's a casual but professional way of saying, "Let's talk soon," just for a quick update. One mistake learners make is using it for deep or emotional conversations. It's not for that. It's more about short, productive check-ins. You can use it with your boss, co-workers, or clients to sound proactive and collaborative. 2. I'll get back to you. This is a polite and professional way to say, "I don't have the answer now, but I'll find out and tell you later." It's very useful when you're in a meeting or email conversation and need time to confirm something. For instance, "I'll get back to you after I check with the finance team," or "Let me look into it, and I'll get back to you by 3 p.m. It shows responsibility and honesty, which are both highly valued in the workplace. A common mistake is promising to get back and then forgetting. If you say it, follow through. Use reminders or notes to keep your word. 3. I'm following up on. This phrase is a must for professional emails. It's used when you want to remind someone about a previous request or check the status of something politely. For example, "I'm following up on my job application from last week," or "Just following up on the proposal I sent Monday. Any thoughts?" It keeps things moving without sounding pushy. Many learners say, "Did you see my message?" which can feel aggressive. "I'm following up on" sounds more thoughtful and respectful. It's perfect for emails to colleagues, managers, or clients when you need to gently move a conversation forward. 4. I'd like to clarify. Use this phrase when you want to make sure something is clearly understood or when something seems confusing. It shows you're careful and thoughtful. For example, "I'd like to clarify the meeting time. Is it 10 or 11 a.m.? Or, just to clarify, are we using the updated version of the document?" It's better than saying, "I don't get it," or "That's wrong." It helps you fix misunderstandings without sounding rude. It's also great for showing you're detail-oriented, something every manager appreciates. One mistake is saying, "You're not clear," which sounds like blaming. Instead, Say, "I just want to clarify," to keep the tone soft. 5. Thanks for bringing that up. This is a respectful way to thank someone who has mentioned an issue, shared a concern, or raised a useful idea. It creates a team-friendly atmosphere and shows you're open to feedback. For example, "Thanks for bringing that up. I hadn't thought about that deadline conflict." Or, "That's a great point. Thanks for mentioning it." Sometimes, when people are corrected in meetings, they get defensive. But using this phrase helps turn correction into collaboration. It shows maturity and openness. Don't say, "That's not important," or ignore concerns. Use this phrase to encourage active discussion. 6. Let's take a step back. This phrase is powerful during problem-solving discussions. It means, let's pause and look at the big picture. For example, if a team is confused about a project, you might say, "Let's take a step back and review our main goals." Or if a conversation is getting too detailed, say, "Let's take a step back and focus on the bigger issue." It helps calm things down and refocus the group. Be careful, though. This phrase should be used gently, not as a way to criticize. If used well, it shows leadership and helps simplify complicated discussions. 7. What's the next step? This is one of the most useful phrases for wrapping up a meeting or moving a project forward. It means you want to know what comes next, who will do it, and by when. For instance, "We've agreed on the plan. What's the next step?" Or, "Sounds good." Next step, should I start the draft? It shows you are action-oriented and ready to move forward. One common mistake is ending meetings with no plan. Use this phrase to create clarity and keep things on track. It's great for team leaders, project coordinators, or anyone who wants to sound organized and proactive. 8. As far as I know, use this phrase when you believe something is true, but you're not 100% sure. For example, "As far as I know, the meeting is still happening." Or, "As far as I know, that client hasn't signed the contract yet." It's polite and helps avoid sounding too confident or incorrect. Sometimes learners say, "I think," which can sound weak, or they say things with too much certainty and get corrected. "As far as I know" is the perfect balance between confidence and caution. It's especially useful when talking to managers or answering questions you're unsure about. 9. That works for me. This phrase is great for showing agreement, especially when scheduling meetings or deciding on next steps. For example, "Let's meet at 3 p.m. You can reply, "That works for me." Or, "We'll send the draft on Thursday." You say, "Perfect. That works for me." It's simple, friendly, and more professional than just saying, "Okay." One mistake learners make is only saying "fine" or "yes," which can sound cold or robotic. "That works for me" sounds like you're flexible and agreeable. Exactly the kind of attitude that builds good teamwork. 10. Let me know if you need anything. This phrase is a friendly and professional way to show you're open and willing to help. It's perfect for closing emails or finishing conversations. For example, I've attached the updated slides. Let me know if you need anything else. Or, I'll be away this afternoon, but let me know if you need anything before then. It leaves the door open for questions or support. Don't confuse this with offering too much. You're not saying you'll do their work, just that you're available. It's a great way to build trust and teamwork, especially when working remotely or with new colleagues. Finally, these 10 phrases may sound simple, but they're the foundation of smooth, confident, and professional communication at work. They help you build trust, show responsibility, express clarity, and sound like someone who belongs in a modern workplace. Don't try to memorize them all at once. Just pick 2 or 3 and practice them this week. Use them in meetings, emails, or daily conversations. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. And remember, professional English is not about speaking fast or using big words. It's about being clear, respectful, and aware of the context. Start using these phrases today and watch how your confidence and credibility grow at work.